Hi, I'm Sean Reardon, Mayor of Newburyport, and welcome to the latest edition of the Mayor's Corner. We are coming to you on location today from the Port Tavern because it's St. Patrick's Day. Actually, you know what? Let me get into my St. Patrick's Day outfit. All right, that's much better. So it's St. Patrick's Day week, and anyone who knows me knows this is a big week and a big day in my family. So I thought I'd start this week just telling you a little bit about my Irish background. So it is funny, both sides of my family, obviously with a name like Sean Reardon, obviously I'm very Irish, but both sides of my family are both from Cork, County Cork in Ireland. And actually, they're from the same town in Ireland as well, Ballyvourney, which is completely weird. So let's talk about that a little bit. So when my grandfather came over from Ireland, actually he was born in America, so when his parents came over from Ireland, in County Cork, when the people came over, and we had a huge influx of Irish come over to Newburyport into the United States, towards the end of the 1800s and the early 1900s here, the turn of the century here in America. So when people came over from Cork, they typically went to Brockton and Newburyport. So my grandfather was born in Brockton, okay, and actually I have his birth certificate, and his last name is spelled the old Irish way, Riordan. So I don't know why, but when they moved up to Newburyport, they changed it to Reardon. Okay, so they ended up moving back up to Newburyport. I'm going to guess to be closer to people from Cork, so they could raise their family here. And it's funny, my father was raised by his great aunt, whose last name was Lynch, but she was also from Ballyvourney, Cork. Okay, so that was like the mother figure in his life growing up. From what I hear, I never got to meet her, but she was a sweet old Irish lady with a thick brogue. And she took very good care of my father. So my father started dating my mom in high school, and then they were going through pictures, and my grandfather, who was the fire chief here in town, had pictures of their trip to Ireland, and they were pictures of them in Ballyvourney. And my dad's like, "What are you guys doing in Ballyvourney? That's where my family's from." And my grandfather was like, "Well, that's where we're from." So again, Ballyvourney is about as big as this table. So the fact that both sides of my family was from this little town in Ireland is very weird, but it's very great too. So I grew up with a great appreciation of my Irish heritage. I love Irish music. My girls grew up doing step dancing when they were younger. My wife plays the fiddle. So, again, our house is just full of Irish music, specifically around this time of year as well. And we're at the Port Tavern today because I worked here for 9 years. And so I was a part of many St. Patrick's Days here. So again, this is a big day all around Newburyport. And so we're really excited for it. And that's just a little bit about my Irish heritage. So again, very special day. Happy St. Patrick's Day to you all. So there was a lot of great news going around Newburyport this week. First, I want to talk to you about the news that was in the paper today about the good news we got from Washington this week. So Congressman Seth Moulton's office announced that we got $2.25 million in the latest budget bill that was passed by Congress for our Central Waterfront Bulkhead project. Now, this is a huge project that is really high on my list of priorities this year. And this $2.25 million will go a long way in helping us to secure the necessary funds to complete that whole project this year. So a big thank you to Congressman Moulton's office. He worked very hard on this. It was one of the things that we touched base on right when I took office. So I am thrilled that we were able to secure this money. It's actually more than we were hoping for. So again, it goes a long way in helping us to secure the rest of the funds to complete this project. We also heard from Senator Markey and Senator Warren's office this week about $240,000 that was included in the latest omnibus bill. Now that money is going to go towards a study with the Army Corps of Engineers around the jetty at Plum Island. So again, Reservation Terrace in that area has been losing beachfront for over the past 6 years now. We're at a real critical stage. So this money is going to go towards a study. This money is going to go towards a study so we can really look into why that's happening and hopefully come up with a solution with the Army Corps of Engineers. So I'm really excited about that project as well. So again, I look forward to continuing that great relationship that we have with our Washington partners, obviously Congressman Moulton and then Senators Markey and Warren's office. So thank you so much. I look forward to working with you more in the future. I've been talking about my Streets and Sidewalks plan for a while now, the last couple months. We're finally going to present this to the public. It's going to take place on March 22nd. It's a Tuesday night. It's going to be in the Neighborhoods and City Services Subcommittee meeting. So again, tune into that. We're going to release our plan for the next 5 years. It's a $10 million plan total, but we're going to allocate $2 million each year to our streets and sidewalks. And we've put together a plan to reflect that. The goal is this to always be a 5-year plan. So after each year, we will add another year. Again, because we're not going to get to all of them in the first 5 years. So this is something that we're going to have to keep adding to catch up our infrastructure after years of neglect here in town. So it's a big priority of my administration. I'm real excited to share this plan with you and to the public. Spring is in the air, so the yard waste facility will be opening again soon. And I know a lot of you are itching to get outside and get out the rakes and start cleaning up your yards. April 5th will be opening day for the yard waste facility. And just a reminder, you can get those stickers online. So it costs $20 if you're under 65. Okay, if you want to add a second vehicle, it costs $10. And then if you're over 65, it costs $5. So Neil Reardon, my dad, if you are watching, you can get a $5 sticker for that red truck of yours, and you can help me out with some yard work this spring and summer. So again, that's coming up soon, so plan ahead. I wanted to mention again, I mentioned this last week, but the Youth Art Show is still going on up at the Senior Center. That's going to take place for the rest of this month. So if you haven't gone up to the Senior Center yet, head up there. Check out, we've got some really great works of art from all of our school kids here in town. And that takes up both floors of the Senior Center. So it's really some really talented kids we have here in Newburyport. I wanted to mention again about our boards and commissions. We released a press release about this week. So I want to direct you to our website. That's cityofnewburyport.com. You'll see it right on the front page in our news section. It's the second news item down. But if you click on that link, you'll see the entire press release, and it really lists out all the boards and commissions that we currently have vacancies. And you can actually learn a little bit about each board and commission there as well. I've been able to add some people to our board since I took office, but I really want to make this a priority. Get these boards and commissions filled. I want to infuse it with some new blood here in town. Like I always say, we have so much expertise and such a sense of volunteerism here in Newburyport. And I really want to I hope that continues. And what we're going to try to do this spring, so I would say either April or May, so keep posted on this, but I'd like to have a big open house at City Hall around our boards and commissions. So think of like your old college fairs in the past. Each board and commission will be upstairs. They'll have their own table. You'll be able to come in and you'll be able to get some information about the boards. Because they really do. We have over 30 boards and commissions here in Newburyport, and they play a vital role in what we do every day in our city government. So stay tuned for that, and jump on the website, check out what we have available, and send in your letter of interest and resume into my office, and I'd be happy to meet with you and talk about it. Another big thing that's going on right now in the city is we're going through the budget process. So again, this happens every year. There's kind of an internal process that we go through, and then we submit, or the mayor's office will submit the budget to the city council, and then they'll go through their process vetting the budget. So my process right now is working in conjunction with our finance department. We're meeting with each department head in town, and we're going through what they've put together for their budget. So that consists of a narrative, talks about what happened this past year and what they're looking to add or looking to continue this year. There's a spreadsheet of numbers, and we go through it line item by line item and talk about each of those parts of the budget. And then finally, it's a lot of it's just a dialogue of where we see the department currently and where we see it wanting to go in the future. I'm hoping that this operational assessment project that we're going to start starting next week will contribute to the budget process as well. So a lot's going on, and then it will get passed on to the city council, like I mentioned, and they'll go through their process and talking to each department head. And this is different from what the school committee is doing right now too, because they're going through their budget as well, and then they'll have a vote, and then that budget will get sent to the mayor's office. I haven't mentioned this before. I mentioned it during the campaign, but I do not. I'm currently the chair of the school committee, but I do not plan on taking a vote on the budget this year on the school committee level. I really want the school committee to have a robust discussion around the budget on their own, and I want them to pass their own budget that goes up to the mayor's office anyway. So I always thought it was kind of silly that the mayor took a vote on a budget that's going to go to her anyways, or him or her anyways, once it gets up to the mayor's office. So I'm going to decline on voting on that, but I'm looking forward to having that discussion as we continue through the school committee budget process as well. Finally, exciting news. My open office hours are finally going to come to fruition next week. We've decided on doing this on the last Thursday and Friday of each month. So this month it will be March 24th and 25th. We're calling it internally Big Block of Cheese Day, and if you don't get that, then you probably didn't watch The West Wing. It's kind of a West Wing joke. It was one of my favorite shows for a long time, but it's just an opportunity for someone to come in and have their couple minutes with the mayor. You can tell me where you have an issue. You can tell me an idea you might have that might help improve things here in Newburyport, or you can just come in and tell me what a great job I or someone in the department in the city is doing. It's just really a way to open up my office doors and kind of have direct access to you, the residents, on a monthly basis. So what we're going to do is that Thursday from 6 to 7 p.m., we're going to have open office hours. And then on Friday, we're going to have open office hours 8 to 9 a.m. And again, if this becomes really popular, maybe we'll expand those hours. But I just wanted to give people an opportunity in the evening and in the morning to take some time, stop in, talk about whatever they would like to talk about, and we'll go from there. So I'm really excited about this. And again, it's one of those reasons why I ran for mayor, is to make the office accessible, and I really want to leverage all the great ideas and expertise that we have here in town. So stay tuned, and I hope I see you next week for your couple minutes with the mayor. Big block of cheese day. And lastly, I'm just going to end this Mayor's Corner with it's Women's History Month. And I'm really excited because we hired our first ever female health director, Laura Vlasuk, and she starts on Monday. So Laura, I'm excited for you to come on. I'm excited to work with you. I think it's wonderful that you're the first female health director, long overdue. So I'm excited to work with you. And I know the health department is incredibly excited for you to start. And we'll try to honor Women's History Month. We're about halfway through now. We'll try to honor it next week as well. But we're excited for Laura to come on board. We're excited it's St. Patrick's Day. We're excited we got through our first on-location edition of the Mayor's Corner. So again, enjoy your St. Patrick's Day. Have a safe and fun time. Enjoy the music and food. I've had corned beef and cabbage 3 times already this week, and I'm sure I'll have it one more time tomorrow. And just remember, if you're ever stuck in a corner, the Mayor's got your back. Happy St. Patrick's Day. Have a great day.